everyone. Welcome to another very interesting episode of TalktousToday. Well, it is interesting episode because you can see Simrit is not at her usual location. She is on a holiday, right, Simrit? Yes, and today I'm the host, and Simrit is going to be my cameraman. And she's going to tell us what all she's going to do and where she's going to go. So, Simrit, where are you?
Somewhat like that. So, hi everyone. I am in Bangalore, the capital of Karnataka. So, this is for our viewers who aren't familiar with the geography of India. We live in Delhi, and I am in Bangalore now. And this is a really interesting cosmopolitan city, which is somewhat the hub of the call center businesses and the IT. So it's a really tech savvy city. But today I'm doing something completely non tech savvy. I'm going to a place called Rangoli Gardens, which is, they've made a model, typical Karnataka village scenes carved out of stone and rock or whatever. And so I'm hoping it's going to be exciting because I've come here with the family to visit our really dear friends. And so us and the kids are excited to see something different, a little offbeat, eat some traditional North Karnataka food. So it's like the northern concept of Rajasthani. What's it called? What's that place?
Chokidani. It's like
Chokidani,
Chokidani,
correct.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
Chokidani.
that would be interesting.
Yeah, so let's go see what it's like.
So
it's the weather.
now we've come to this really interesting place, and as you can kind of see on the side, it says Rangoli Gardens, and it's a model Karnataka village. And we're going to go inside, and I've heard that it's quite interesting. So they have these dance forms here, and in the back, I don't know if you guys can see, I'll try to get a better catch, that like these village games are being played. And we've just walked in, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going on inside. I heard inside is more interesting than outside, but the weather is phenomenal. I'm so excited to be here. So this place is called Rangoli Gardens. Let's go see what it's all about, okay? Let's go inside. This is the Heritage Model Village Rangoli Gardens now. This is depicting in the back here some kurbas who are the shepherds over here. And so then we have the guys who keep the buffaloes, which is a big tradition in the villages over here. So this is quite interesting, and they have some sounds that come now and then, like that whistling which they do for the goats. So this is quite interesting. Let's go in and see further. Let me just walk into it. It's okay. Over there is the depiction of the regular market which is done, and the farming traditions. And over here it's really interesting, it's a cattle fair. Now people in the cities wouldn't know that the cattle is sold like this. It's not like you go to a market and just pick it up. This is, the market is kept a weekly market for the cattle, and they, because this is a big part of the farming tradition. And they're checking out the horn sizes or the hump sizes to see how strong these cattle will work. But this really interesting, if we zoom in over here, is how they check out the age of the cow, and that's with the teeth. And that's something even I wasn't aware of, even though I'm married to a farmer. So these interesting things you can pick up if you have a good guide with you, like I do. Of the village children playing basic marbles here, in Hindi we say kancha, and they show the interesting part of this is that they show across the courtyard the adults playing, and you have a depiction of them playing this game which I'm forgetting the name of now. But the interesting part of it is they're showing how the barriers don't exist as much in small villages. So there's a Brahman depiction, Muslim man, farmer, trader, and they all sit without any inhibitions together to play, whether it's gambling or not. And because traditionally these barriers weren't as much. Then we come across to what is a traditional fortune teller, who comes in the morning at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. to the village homes, which traditionally used to happen, maybe not so much now. And he would come and say whatever the fortune of the day was, like your daily horoscope, so to speak. And then he goes away, and around 9 he comes and collects his alms, which normally come in the form of food, grains or things like that. Now we go further to another. So this is interesting because the point of this whole model village is that our city children have no idea what's going on in villages, and most of our kids brought up in the urban sector actually don't have any exposure to villages. So if you come closer, you can see that there's a full depiction of a little house here, a traditional house. Again, these are traditional homes, and you can see the lady, grinding the grains and sieving it, and then somebody, studying and whatever, and the man of the house sitting in the front, which is the case in most villages around India. Now this is a Vakriga house, which were the ruling kind of farmer warrior class, the landlords of the area, and this mutt is actually one of the powerful ones in Karnataka. So this is a depiction of that, and the men sit outside, and very traditionally they show beautifully the clothes hanging outside, which is really interesting. And in this Vakriga, the deities on the walls, as you can see, they depict what kind of household this is, what kind of set the families come from. So the village life was very interesting, and it evolved in its own way according to what people believed in. We don't realize this. This is a part of living traditions. So this is the Coorgis district, or the Scotland of India. Their house is being depicted here, and it's interesting because they have shown richer saris, wearing gold, and the way the men are dressed. People are well dressed in them, but the house is better maintained. There's paint. They've gone into detail to show things in a beautiful way. So we've entered a home which they're showing, depicting these just regular village life. There's conversations going on in the back and some music being played, mother feeding her child. The clothes are awesome, part of the depictions. The deities and the pictures on the walls are good. And then they have this, where I guess the barn for the animals was, and they're milking the cow here. But the depiction here, if you see this very carefully, it's done so beautifully. I mean, honestly, I'm standing right in front of it and it looks so real that one does have to do a double take. It's really well done. So this is the Pinjar's house. I'm pronouncing it the way I read it. But this is basically the cotton weaver's house. And you can see that they're weaving the cotton and making things out of the cotton. So obviously cotton is grown here in Karnataka. And it shows a woman carrying out a normal stuff. Somebody's cleaning the cotton. Kids are playing in the back. There's the overshirt, shirt which my son showed me in the back of the kid. Go further. They're showing mundane, daily domestic chores, but in a very interesting, artistic manner. The woman is weaving over here, they're doing the looms here, and this is all part of the regular. This is the weaver's house, and these are all regular tasks, but shown in a very nice, artistic way. And our children wouldn't know about this unless they came here, sure. And it's really nice if you have a little interest in culture and especially when we come from Punjab and Delhi. We have no idea how Karnataka homes are, and we don't get a chance to go to the villages. So it's nice to come and get a little glimpse into it. So this is an oil man's refinery home. So if you can see, this is the crude way of refining the oil, and this famous cold pressed oil and freshly taken out oil from the grains is done here. And as you can see, their workspace and their home space is same. So you guys all there who thought that work from home was a new thing invented in, no, they've been working from home for about 100 years now. but it's really interesting how you even come to know how the oil is taken out from the grains. So this is a scene of a Mangalore house. This is an interesting depiction of, if you zoom in over here, of a newlywed couple. And look at the expressions, like, you know, the shyness they show on the face. And over there is the couple, the boy's parents, who are really excited that this new bride has come in. This is all before the disappointment sets in, mind you. And this is all, and you see the deities on the walls, you see how it's traditionally set up. It's a beautiful scene. If you come and see it, you actually feel like you might be in some village, or at least getting a glimpse into the village life. I think if they put some, the way they could improve this is they have some live people walking in and out, like dressed to the part. But it's really well done. So now one of the last parts over here is the wrestling arena, or what we call in Haryana and Punjab, the akhada. If you zoom in over here, come closer, and you see the depiction that people enjoy this as a sport. They're watching. I saw this, and it's really interesting. They're showing this. So I've been through the entire place. We saw some traditional homes, which are different than what we have in North India, but the family setups are all the same. The division of the sects, religions, all that is the same. We went through the farming tradition. That's very similar, but in their traditional way. The homes are separate, the different, the clothes are different. But again, the farming practices are similar. Now when we come to the entertainment part, the education part, it's all similar, but the setting is different. What does it show? We're all one country. We're all the same people. But we get to, if we open your minds, you travel, you get to see all these different things, you will realize how united we all are. We're all different people, but we're all common in many ways. So come down. I've really enjoyed this. It's been eye-opening. It's introspective. Come down to Rangoli Gardens and see this in Bangalore. This is really interesting.
Okay, so you're back. So it seems like you had great fun, though. I mean, I saw the
I
videos.
did. Oh my God. It was really a lot of fun. The kids had a blast. And
I'm sure.
there was a
sure.
lot that I didn't show you guys, but it's interesting. It's colloquial. It's done well. I liked seeing that. They've tried really hard to maintain the culture. At least show the culture display. It was fun. See, we all are known for a lot of our shops and shopping markets and malls, but I thought let's try something different. Food was so good. It's traditional vegetarian North Karnataka food. And then I got to know about Coorg, how Coorg is known as the Scotland of India. I had no idea how they check the age of cow, and traditional farming everywhere. So I think, I mentioned this earlier, but it just reflects that all over India, there is a common theme. I travel in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, and the farming communities, the villages, we do have a social structure, and the language is so different from South India to North India. Religious practices may be different, even if we have a common religion, but overall the structure still stays same. Is it because family is same? Is it because we're all one? It's so brilliant. I think, guys, the more we travel, the more we open our eyes and ears to how common we all are, how much we have more in common.
Yeah.
And exactly, right? So stop being so prejudiced to each other.
Oh yeah, Simrit, when you were showing those cows and those shepherds, and I was like, oh, it looks like this the culture of UP, Uttar Pradesh, the Delhi NCR. I mean, it's same Madhya Pradesh. I didn't know that even South has the same kind of the whole cultural setup.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very interesting. India is always known for its cultural diversity, and it's very rich. and the traditions of each and every state. I would say every state has its own rich cultural diversity to.
Yeah, it does. It
Do it.
does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all our talk to us today, guys. Please don't forget to tell us how you think about our today's episode. And if you have
What did you
any,
guys think?
yes,
Yeah.
so what do you think? And if you have any suggestions or comments, please email us at hello@talktoustoday.com. You can comment in the comment section as well. And
Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the the heart
bell icon.
icon. And to stay notified, to hit the bell to stay notified of our new
Yes.
episodes every Friday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
So don't forget to talk about Talk to Us
Today. Yes. Keep smiling.
Keep shining. Keep laughing. And most importantly,
keep talking.
Keep talking. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you guys next Friday.
Bye.